Let's rock.
This is FanStream Sports.
Can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
The following program is recommended for mature individuals and may contain material unsuitable for morons, cretins, and dishwipes. If you are a moron, please turn off your radio, because we don't need any more stupid, narrow-minded, pencil-neck geeks who wouldn't know the First Amendment if it came up and bit them on the butt. Thank you.
Here we go!
I guess I want to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about my pants.
Yeah. Welcome into the Colby Timm and IndyCar Tim Show. That show that you're just here somehow, some way. You've made it to this point, and we congratulate you, and just get prepared. There's going to be a lot of pot farts that are going to be played on this show because Tim can't take it. He can't stand himself. By the way, I'm Colby Sapp, and in there playing all the pot farts because of a clip that I showed him. There's one IndyCar Tim. What's up, Tim?
Colby, I have a new favorite sound. You want to hear it?
I mean, I've been hearing it.
Here, you want to hear it again?
Yeah. The text line for your home with the pot fart is 214-937-0569. Congratulations. Now, this is what happened. I was going through Facebook, and there, I've seen Taco Reacts, where it's the guy that kind of sounds like me, except for he's taking the
A little bit higher, yeah.
a little bit higher on it. But yeah,
Kind of look alike.
he was reviewing a video, and it was this chick in her garage, and she's on a
What do they call those? Like a blade skateboard or something? Like an inline skateboard or something?
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't your regular skateboard. It was an inline skateboard, but she gets on the inline skateboard and just twirls towards her camera, who she had sitting in place, takes a big soup pot, puts it on her butt, and right when she's passing the camera, just goes, that's the sound that came out. And
I don't get it.
I had the same reaction to that as Taco did. Was what?
Yeah, he's like, huh? No. He just shook his head no a bunch of times.
No, yeah, because my brain is now going into what went into setting up this video was that she had to go, I'm going to do it.
I want the behind the scenes.
And she goes to her kitchen and gets the big soup pot out. And at some point in her life, she's already done this action to like amuse her friends. And they thought it was funny. So she ups it by getting on her. By the way, she's pretty good on the old inline skateboard, enough to twirl around, gets on it confidently, passes by the camera
With a pot on her butt.
Yes. So that's where the sound comes from. Jesus. That's immense. I don't know how to go from what I wanted to talk about from that, but I'm going to try. Tim?
Oh, you going to transition?
I'm going to try and segue.
You're not transitioning?
No, I'm not transitioning. You can't, you got to do a specific action in order to.
Do you have a fresh pair of panties on?
She doesn't.
Not now.
She doesn't.
She was hot, by the way.
So Friday, something's happening.
Yes, it is.
Something's happening.
God, how do we transition to that from that?
So I got a text from my buddy Corey. He says, hey, you want to come up here any day this week? You want to come up here and be on the KNC Masterpiece? And I was like, well, hell yeah. And so my brain goes, Fridays are good days because, Masterpiece of the Week. It's Free Fun Friday for those that aren't Master Peeps. That's what I am.
Mm-hmm.
And just to go up there and be involved with Free Fun Friday sounds fun. So that's what I picked. So I took the day off, and I was texting the missus, and I said, hey, I'm taking Friday off to go be on the radio with KNC Masterpiece. And I get back
She thought something else.
She did think something else.
You're cruel.
So at the beginning of the week, I was thinking about taking Friday off, but I'd forgotten why at this exact moment when I was texting her. But I quickly remembered Friday is also my anniversary. That's pretty much what I thought then at that exact time, because I was thinking she was going to be happy for me because she knows how much I like the KNC Masterpiece Boys and how much fun we used to have and all of that. And so when I told her I was taking Friday off, she actually thought I was being a good husband, taking it off so we could do more things together on our anniversary.
Not so much.
And boy, you want to talk about winning the day and then failing the evening. That's what I did.
Colby had some of this going on.
Yeah. I felt so bad to the point where I was like, well, maybe I should text him and tell him I'm not going to be on. Of course, that's she told me no.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
She wouldn't do that to you.
No. She's a super sweetheart, center of my universe, and there you go.
Second only to me.
I mean, no, she's hanging off a cliff. You're hanging off the cliff, buddy. She's living. You're dying.
Wait, why are we hanging off of a cliff with each other?
I don't know how.
Like, what led up to that?
I don't know how you got there. I'm just saying.
Sorry, Sybil. I don't know what we were doing, but we shouldn't have been doing it.
So there you are. I will be on the KNC Masterpiece middays on 105.3 The Fan this Friday.
10 to 2.
10 to 2. I'll be up there hanging out with my boys. So
now I'm going to go up and sit on the casting couch.
Right, and shoot his own show.
Yeah, shoot spit wads at him.
That's the plan. He's going to fire up the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show page.
Yep.
And just be over there as I'm doing stupid stuff on the radio.
And it would be whispering, okay, I'm doing a show.
Yes.
Welcome into my show.
So there's that. So I wanted to make sure and give you guys the announcement for if you've downloaded this and it's after Friday, well, you missed it. So hopefully you've downloaded this before that. So now you know. We do have a lot of things to get into tonight. We have our sports report, good, bad, and ugly. And to talk about ramen, because come to find out, Tim's never eaten ramen before or something.
Packaged ramen.
Jesus.
I didn't know there was another kind.
And news and notes. And Tim's got a sports list that's surely going to irritate me.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
And we'll get into all that. I think it has to do with draft picks or something.
The best NBA #1 overall draft picks ever.
Once you find the one that's the best ever, you pretty much are done, right? Because that's the one.
These are power ranked by the people because I got it on Ranker.
Oh my gosh, those people.
Colby hates Ranker.
I do hate Ranker. I hate it a bunch. So, Tim, besides pot farts, you got anything going on over there?
No, this has been one of our better pre-splooges, I think.
Man, if y'all could have heard, he went through his Spotify list and just started playing that fart to music. And I walk in from going to the restroom. I come back in, and the back of his head is purple from laughing so hard. He's made himself that happy pot farting to songs. So,
Colby, I'm a DJ now.
Yes.
I can totally do that like at parties. Just play my playlist and throw in a like on every fourth beat.
Are you going to have that on your phone so you can like hook up your car radio? Just
for
have
sure.
It ready to go.
Yeah.
Have that sound effect.
Start playing my own drops on the radio.
That's stupid. That is stupid. Tim, I guess it's now time for me to look at you and say, hey, what day is it, bud?
I'm glad that you asked. It is definitely the day for me to put my fart drops away. You may hear that another point through the show. I'm not sure when.
Sun's awful bright right now. It's in my face.
Oh, that's a first. You can close the blinds.
I guess I might, but yeah, I'll see if I can do that.
Today, Colby, is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dude. You got to go the other way with it, I think. Colby doesn't know how blinds work. Just like I don't know how ramen works. He doesn't know how blinds work. That's going to take you all day like that. Look, we have a camera, too. Forgot we had a camera facing that way.
My face. I felt like I was going to go blind or something.
No, it's from doing something else. No, please don't do that on the air.
You know what? Never have.
Wish I could say the same. Colby, it is National Receptionist Day. I thought receptionist was a derogatory term we're not supposed to use anymore. Or is that secretary?
Is either one of them derogatory? I mean, if you're a secretary, then that's what you do.
I thought they just called them executive assistants now.
So it's the executive assistant of defense?
I guess.
Okay. It
doesn't ring the same, does it?
doesn't help me at
No,
all.
I agree. Huh. Colby, it is also National Reward Yourself Day.
You have to have a day for that?
I mean, do you reward yourself from time to time? And I don't mean with the going blind thing.
No. I mean, every once in a while, it's like, you know what? I deserve something. It's very rare. Most of the time, it's somebody else deserves something, and I'll go try and get something for somebody else.
Sure.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Huh. You know, when I treat myself, it's usually with a scoop of ice cream from Baskin Robbins. Because I don't do a lot of sweets. I mean, I know you wouldn't know it by looking at me, but I don't do a lot of sweets, you know, candies and cakes and pies and ice cream. But every once in a while, man, I want me some pecan pralines and cream in a waffle cone from Baskin Robbins.
Okay.
And I will go get the double dip, and it's like freaking $12 now for a double scoop in a waffle cone. Ridiculous.
I think as far as food reward myself is when you're at the Mexican food place,
Uh-huh.
and they ask you if you want any appetizers, and you're like, you know what? I do. I want a cup of queso. It's not, of course, it's not every time, but yeah, I do want a cup of queso right now. That's the best thing about. That's why I love Mexican food restaurants, though, because there's already something to eat there.
Man, I can go on and on about queso because some places have it with the ground beef and the guacamole in it, you know, and you just mix it up. And
Right.
I might have to go get a queso ice cream now.
I would prefer just to have the queso with a few jalapenos in it myself. That's my favorite. Then it becomes a whole nother dip. It's like, no, I didn't need fully loaded nachos. I just wanted a little cheese on my chip.
Mark,
Yep.
I feel like that's a euphemism for something.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Colby, you want to go put some cheese on our chips?
Not together, sir. Are
we going mudding?
We're not sharing a chip.
Colby, it's donate a day's wages to charity day.
Get out of here.
Yeah, make me.
Inflation.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Donate a half of my hourly wage.
Yeah, I'm going to donate my ice cream money. But then I can't have ice cream.
Damn it.
Colby, it is International Free Trade Day.
So other days you got to pay to trade?
I guess I'm looking at a picture of a bunch of containers on a container ship. So we're supposed to not charge other countries for trading with them or something? Or the Cowboys can trade for a new wide receiver and they don't have to pay anything for it?
Yeah, there you go. That's actually called stealing. When
Thievery.
Yeah. It's free trade. I'm trading you nothing because it's free. For this whatever.
Colby, it is National Iris Day. Like the flower, not the song.
Okay. Or like your eyeball.
Right.
Okay.
There's an iris in there, right? In your
There
eye.
is.
It's part of the anatomy.
Right.
And your one-eyed monster?
No, I don't think there's an iris in there.
There's not?
Mm-mm.
What do you call the little hole on the end of it?
I don't know.
It's not the iris?
I don't-
The pupil? The peen pupil. Here we go again.
I think you left. I don't think it's here we go. I think you just left.
You did this, Colby.
Damn it. I may have done that.
Colby, it is also Jamestown Remembrance Day.
Okay.
You familiar with Jamestown and its significance in American history?
That's when you don't want to drink the Kool-Aid.
Oh, that was Jonestown.
Okay.
That was in like South America. That wasn't here.
Okay.
Jamestown was like the very first city founded in America.
All right.
Over there in that Virginia
So you want to
area.
drink the American Kool-Aid?
Yes, not the South American.
That's bad.
James.
Is it
whatever,
weird that we
James.
came up with the don't drink the Kool-Aid from something that happened so terrible? Now it's just
Killed so many people?
Yeah, now it's just, just throw it around. And people are like, yeah, no, I'm drinking that Cowboys Kool-Aid. Let's go.
Yeah, you're kind of right. It's kind of dark, right?
It's really dark. It's like almost as dark as Ring Around the Rosies.
That is so dark. Pocket full of posies.
Yeah,
Ashes, we all fall down.
because we're dead.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Idiot kids. I don't know anything. Colby, it is National Animal Disaster Preparedness Day.
What? We should prepare our animals for disaster?
National Animal Disaster Preparedness Day.
Okay, first of all, most of the animals, when a disaster is about to happen, are the ones that are running first.
They know before we do.
Yeah, because they're listening to the little back of their heads. They're like, no, it's tsunami. We're out. Y'all can stick around if you want to. Gotta go.
Huh. Colby, we were talking about desserts earlier. This is one of the desserts that I will go for if it's ever there. As it is National Coconut Cream Pie Day.
I mean, meh. It's all
I
right.
love coconut cream pie.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's pie, but everything that has pie in it's really good.
Right.
There's very few in this world.
Pecan.
Yeah, there's very few things in this world that end in the word pie that's bad.
Okay, I don't like, other than apple pie, which is probably my favorite, I hate pies that have fruit in it.
What, like a blueberry pie?
Out. Cherry pie, I'm out.
What? Wait, no.
I like peach cobbler.
No, you can't be out on cherry pie.
She's my cherry pie.
Put a warrant out for your arrest. You're like that.
Yeah, I'm out on most fruit pies except for apple.
Huh.
I love apple pie. I'm trying to find our music.
He's out on most fruit pies
Yes.
except for apple, but he loves coconut cream pie. Make that work.
What's not a fruit?
Wait, coconut's not a fruit?
I don't know. Is it? Thought it was a.
It drops off a tree.
Yeah, but you can't eat it.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, that's the
You gotta
inside.
like peel it and stuff.
You have to peel a
Is
banana.
it coconut a vegetable or a fruit?
Oh my god, I think it's a fruit.
Huh. Colby, somewhere Dak Prescott is celebrating because it's National Dakota Day.
North and south.
Not the states.
Okay.
I believe it's people named Dakota.
All right.
Rain Dakota Prescott. Probably having a day today with his
I
girlfriend.
wonder if we ever played the Mortal Kombat trilogy game as Rain. There was a character in there named Rain.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
With one N or two?
One.
How about we didn't celebrate this very well. Colby, it's National Give Someone a Cupcake Day.
Just random person.
Just like go buy you a cupcake and find somebody on the street and hand them a cupcake.
I kind of want that friend that abides by all these days.
Right?
Just so that they just walk up to you and it's like, yeah, by the way, here's your cupcake. Maybe even a surly friend that just still abides by all the days. Take your cupcake.
Take it.
Bye.
Would you eat a cupcake that some random stranger on the street gave you?
Never in life.
Right?
Never in life. No, and I don't even care. Like, I don't care about stuff like that, but I would be thinking there's something in this cupcake that's not just for cupcakes, right?
Yeah, there's no way I would trust that. I wouldn't do that at all.
I'm not taking cereal from a rabbit either.
Oh, guess what I bought a box of yesterday? And it's glorious.
What's that?
Grape nuts.
Why?
Because I love grape nuts.
Grape nuts are stupid.
No, I love me some grape nuts. I was at the store getting the kids some cereal, and I saw a box of grape nuts sitting there, and I was like, I have not had these in like 10 years.
Grape nuts are bad.
God, they're so good for you, though.
You just ran out to the sidewalk, picked up some gravel, and threw it in your bowl.
And then I poured a bunch of sugar on top of it and made some sugar milk with it.
Yeah, that's all you really like is just the opportunity to make sugar milk. Because the other parts about that are
Oh, it's all good.
no.
The crunch breaks my teeth every time I bite down on it.
It's the little crunch.
Oh, it's so good.
You got rocks in your teeth.
It's so good, though. Colby, it is National Have a Coke Day.
I had a Coke today.
You don't drink sodas? What are you doing?
I had a Coke Zero.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind the taste. So my favorite Zero is Dr. Pepper Zero or Sprite Zero.
Yeah, Coke Zero. A little bit of lemon juice in it.
Yep.
Good
I've
to
seen
go.
that. I usually do my Sprite with a little squeeze of lemon juice
It's already lemon.
or lime juice. It's not lemony enough for me.
All right, so you're just making it. Well, then get what is it? The Sprite lemonade.
They have that?
Yeah, it's
I've never seen that.
yeah, it's more lemony Sprite.
Oh, I might like that
It's
in my
like-
vodka. Do they have Sprite Lemony Zero?
I don't know.
I bet they do.
I don't know. I guess we have to go ask LeBron if he had to make that,
Gross.
because I think the Sprite lemonade is like endorsed by LeBron.
Well, I'm not drinking it then. I'm out. Colby, it is also National Maria Day. Did you know that Maria is the 18th most popular girl name in the United States?
I mean, it should be.
Which is weird because it's Mexican.
You don't. I mean, but yeah, but you can. I've known Marias that weren't Hispanic.
Have you?
Yes, she's got the name Maria.
Huh. All right. How about this used to apply to you? Probably will again very soon.
What?
National Night Shift Workers Day. Which is weird because they're not there during the day, they're there at night.
Right.
So they can't celebrate the day.
So National Night.
Night Shift Workers Day.
Night. They should have just doubled up on the word night.
Yeah.
Do you show up?
Night Shift Workers Night.
Like if it was like National Podcast People Day, do you think that's the day we should take off? Or should you do a podcast on that day?
Then I was gonna say you do the podcast, but you talk about that day.
Okay. Where it's like, what day is it?
Yeah.
Basically the whole show.
The whole show is this. 2 hours of this.
I think we'd lose viewership.
we could do what week is it?
We're going through the whole week.
Good God. Although that would be entertaining to me. I don't know if anybody else would like it. Colby, it's National Nova Day.
Like the show Nova?
No,
on
that's what I
PBS?
thought too.
Oh.
I do like that show though.
I don't like the intro, and then I realized I was about to learn, and I turned it off.
Colby hates learning things.
Teach me right now.
No, apparently that's a name. People named Nova. And the picture here that represents Nova Day. Oh, I'm going to have to put this on the screen, Colby.
Oh, dear. We're going to have to wait for this.
Because if all Novas look like this, is all I can say. You let me know what your Nova fantasy is.
Okay.
As it's downloading.
Sucked up all our...
Haven't known anyone named Nova in my life, but I would think, I got 2 of her. But if they all look like this,
That's an AI picture. It's not even real. It's not a real person.
you don't think?
No. Fake.
I need to go out with AIs.
The
I don't mean Allen Iverson's.
only way a ginger's that happy is they just killed somebody.
No, I like Gingers and Mary Ann's. They're all acceptable to me. Colby, it is also, as we get interesting,
We haven't been.
National Report Government Contractor Fraud Day.
Just today. Any other day.
Tolerate it.
Tolerate it. Don't say anything about it. Look the other way. But today is your day to go. All right, yeah.
How about National Student Nurse Day? And if all nurses look like this, I'm going to get sick more often.
It's the same picture.
Same girl, but she's wearing scrubs.
Yeah. It's the same AI pictures, just slightly different.
Dude, I kind of have a thing for chicks in scrubs.
Who doesn't?
Right?
Sir?
It's not just me.
No, it's not. For some reason,
Scrubs are
scrubs
hot.
make a woman's butt look better. No matter how
Yes.
bad of a butt it is, it looks. I mean, now you're looking at it.
And boobs. I like boobs.
I mean, Tim. There's something about it's almost like, you remember the old Rocky Mountain jeans?
Oh.
Like it's that kind of.
No butt looked bad in those.
No, it really didn't.
Except mine.
Well, no, what it wasn't built for man butt.
I had to try it.
No, you didn't.
It was a dare.
There was, but I think the scrubs are about the same thing. It's like
Yeah.
it's just there. It is. There's the butt.
How about National Third Shift Workers Day?
It was already night shift workers' day.
I know. I think we're doubling up on our days here.
Well, I think now it's the same thing for two different ways of saying it. Why don't you move third shift worker day to like Friday or something?
So they can take off.
Yeah.
How about No Socks Day? You wearing socks today?
I'm wearing socks, and I wear socks every single day.
I pretty much do too. I can't do the no socks thing.
I mean, if I'm wearing sandals, I'm not wearing socks. But
I don't wear sandals.
Sandals are just sometimes when you don't have to do much that day, and you're just like, man, I'm just gonna slap these on. I just got to walk over here. Just need the bottom of my feet covered for a little bit.
I don't think grown men should wear open toe sandals. It seems wrong.
Yeah, but
That's
Jesus.
It's like walking around exposing your nipples all the time.
Nothing wrong with men exposing their nipples all the time.
Or women.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it in my book, but
Legally, maybe not.
yeah, I mean,
Colby, it is. It's a really long day. We'll skip that one for now.
it's too many words. We're out.
1,
could
2,
be the
3,
greatest
4,
day
5,
ever, but
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 words in this day.
There's too many words. I only count to 12.
Colby, it's National Root Canal Appreciation Day.
It's bullshit. Ain't nobody ever said, I appreciate my root canal.
Holy crap, right?
The only thing is like, man, the dentist said I have to. Because, your tooth is messed up. And I got it. No, I ain't appreciating that. Nobody's appreciating that. That's stupid.
Colby, it's World Donkey Day.
Stop being an ass.
I'll have to. It is okay. We'll do this one as the last day. Gonna bring music down for this one.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Because we got to get somber, Colby.
Oh, dear.
So we bring the room down. It is International Time of Remembrance and Reconciliation for those who lost their lives during World War II.
Just today.
Just today.
Okay.
On May 8th. Which is also VE Day, isn't it? I think today's VE Day.
VE Day?
Victory over Europe,
Why are you asking me with a question at the end of it?
I think that's probably why they did that, because I think today's VE Day.
Okay.
May 8th, I'm pretty sure. It's when we beat Nazi Germany.
Congratulations.
In WW2.
Take that.
Yeah, don't try it again, Hitler.
Don't try it on me. Stuff.
We'll show you. 420.
We'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way.
All right, Toby. As we now transition, Colby.
Horribly, but we tried.
Because we went from Hitler to Dallas Cowboys.
What are you doing?
What?
If the segue's that awkward, you don't
gotta make
point
it
out
worse.
what it is.
I have to make it worse. That's what we do.
Bad.
All right, Colby. The Dallas Cowboys are doing their best because they're all in.
I still don't know what that means.
They're doing their best to get some guys in to improve this team. You lost Michael Gallup.
Uh-huh.
You're returning CeeDee Lamb. You're
Right.
returning Brandon Cooks.
Yep.
You lost Michael the Gallup to your salary cap situation, which is horrible right now, and it's your own fault.
Probably should have restructured your quarterback if you want more money.
Well, they're just going to let him go anyway. Colby, they brought in free agent wideout Zay Flowers
Not bad.
for a workout. How do you feel about Zay Flowers?
I mean, it's all right.
I mean, he's kind of a name, I guess.
I don't hate it when you're bargain bin shopping and the name is something that comes up that you're like, well, this guy was actually pretty good for a little bit. Might be worth something.
Oh, wait, not Zay Flowers. Why am I saying Zay Flowers?
I don't know why you're saying Zay Flowers.
He's in Baltimore.
Huh?
He's in Baltimore.
Yes.
Sorry. Not Zay Flowers. Zay Jones.
I'm not as excited about Zay Jones as I am Zay Flowers.
Well, Zay Flowers wouldn't be a free agent yet. He's only been in the league for a year.
I
don't why
know.
I think Zay Flowers.
I know.
Sorry. I'm sorry, America.
I wasn't going to question you. I was just going to keep going with it.
Oh, no, you should always question me.
No. Zay Jones?
So Zay Jones.
Not as excited about it.
So he's been with, what, 4 teams since 2017. Came into the league, drafted by the Buffalo Bills in the second round of 2017. Played at East Carolina. But somebody that moves around that much in that short of time, I mean, he's going to be no better than your third, which is what you're looking for, right? Or do you need a second? Because really, Brandon Cooks is just your deep threat. He's not really your number 2.
Brandon Cooks could be more than that. I don't know why they refuse to.
I agree.
Use him better. If I had my druthers, I think I would do a lot more Cavante Turpin out there and CD Lamb and Cooks doing his thing. There's my receivers. I'm good to go. Maybe a little bit more run Deuce out there and see if he can't get lost.
Oh, man, I'd be afraid he gets hit, though, running him out of the slot.
Yeah, but just see if he can get lost.
He just has to duck under people, right?
Forget he's there. Oops, wait. There's a cowboy down the field. Who is that? Can't see him. Where'd he go? Now, since I'm not excited about it, they'll probably sign him.
And I mean, it wouldn't even move the needle in my Cowboys gauge here because
wide receiver is not a position that I'm really worried about.
No,
it's not. So tight end's not a position that I'm really worried about. Offensive line right now, as long as we get progression from our draft picks, is not a position that I am truly worried about. Running back, kind of.
Right.
I mean, not super worried about it because I think if the offensive line is able to do their job, then it doesn't really matter who you have the rock back there. As long as they can run for 4 yards, I think you're good.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about them re-signing Zeke.
No. But he's there.
And I don't have a problem with it.
No. Let him go out there and bang and then run little Mario out there. See if he can't zigzag around.
Yeah, I mean, you still got Malik Davis. You still got
Dowdle.
Rico Dowdle.
Just have them all out there, just one at a time. You run the ball, then you run the ball, and then see if anybody breaks anything. Your running back's always fresh. Go.
You know, and everybody talks about how washed he is. Well, he wasn't washed when he left here yet. I don't think he was. The Cowboys just didn't want to pay him.
He wasn't washed when he left here, and if you go look at a lot of it, I mean, you have to realize some of these yards that he was getting as a New England Patriot is because they knew that they didn't have a quarterback back there.
Or an offensive line.
Yeah.
The offensive line was one of the worst in the league last year.
So, see what he's got. I'm not saying he's going to come back and be like, first year Zeke or whatever, but
do you have chicks that are about to make out on wrestling up there?
No, they're angry with each other.
I swear to God, they were about to kiss.
Well, they got to get close enough to get their both faces in the camera.
Okay.
It's AEW. They're not really worried about storyline. They're just
okay. Well, yeah. I'm all for that. They should do more of whatever that was that I just saw on your TV in there. But yeah, no, I'm not worried about Zeke. This offensive line isn't great, but it's way better than what New England had last year. If they can open up a couple of holes for him, dude, he's still only, like 27, 28? Right. Not that worried about Zeke. He'll be fine. And he can still catch the ball out of the backfield. So, but yeah, wide receiver, like you said, I'm not sure that's a huge concern.
No. Just make sure we have enough defense. Because last year, the offense wasn't bad. It was the fact that in a few games that your defense couldn't stop anybody, which is the reason why I wasn't terribly upset when we lost our defensive coordinator. I don't know what Zim's going to do. I do know that he's going to be out there and probably bite some people, be upset. But, yeah, defense is where I was more worried at. So let's see if we get any improvements there.
We had some NHL playoffs and some NBA playoffs, Colby, last night.
And went pretty much according to Hoyle.
Neither one of them went the way we wanted. I'm way more concerned about one than I am the other. Let's talk Stars real quick first. The Stars go up 3-0 in the first period and were dominating the Avs.
They were.
And when they were up 3-0 in the first period, there was not any point that I was comfortable with the lead or that I thought the Stars might win this. Because these are the Avs. This is what they do.
They fire the biscuit at the basket, and it goes in.
It always goes in, and Ottinger was not having his best day. The Stars now lose. I don't know if you were aware of this. I learned this last night after the game. This is their 6th consecutive Game 1 loss.
Yes.
Going back 3 postseasons.
Yep.
Which isn't a good sign. Although on the other side of it, you also have Pete DeBoer that's won 8 straight Game 7s. He's 8-0 in Game 7s as a head coach. So now I hope this goes to 7 games.
Well, the only thing you got to know is that between both of them, the Dallas Stars and the Dallas Mavericks, the Dallas Stars might lose Game 2, but the Mavericks are going to win Game 2. You knew going into it they were going to lose Game 1. If you didn't, then you need to pay attention.
Well, I didn't, but the way they lost Game 1 is what's alarming to me.
Same with the Clippers. Don't get alarmed.
No, I'm alarmed at the way Luke is playing or the way he's not playing because, dude, he looks hurt.
He is hurt.
He looks worse hurt than he did in the Clippers series.
He's got a bad wheel, same bad wheel that he had during the Clippers series.
And if he can't hit that jumper from anywhere that he wants to, dude, this team's toast.
They're not toast.
Toast.
They're not
burnt toast.
No, because Jason Kidd has never won Game 1 of a series.
I'm aware of that too. I'm aware.
So if you were thinking that, oh, hey, they're going to win Game 1 and no, it's not what happens. They'll win Game 2.
That's why he's a bad coach.
That's not why he's a bad coach.
There's other reasons why he's a bad coach.
They'll win Game 2, and then everything will look okay, and then they'll win the game at home, and then they may end up losing the other one, and it'll end up going 6 or 7. Same with the Dallas Stars. Everybody hold on to your butts. It's going to be a long series in both of them.
Yeah, and you saw, for those of you that are just casual Stars fans that tuned in, to the playoffs, this is what the Avs do to you. And this is why the Avs are one of the best teams in the West and in all of the NHL. Maybe my favorite to win the Stanley Cup. Before the season started, I had picked them.
Oh, okay. Well,
to skate the cup.
I picked the Stars.
Because you always pick the home team.
Yeah. That's the reason why I'm Optimus Prime.
Optimistic Prime.
That's right.
I'm not so confident. I'm more confident in the Stars being able to put the Avs away than I am the Mavs winning this series in Oklahoma City.
That's because you don't like basketball and you love reasons to hate the Dallas Mavericks.
That's not true.
It is true.
I don't hate basketball. I hate the NBA. I like basketball.
So,
dude, I'm just telling you, the Luka thing scares me a lot. Maybe I'm overreacting, but he looked different, kind of hurt in Game 1 against the Thunder than he did in all of the Clippers series, because the entire game, I don't remember a game during the Clippers series where he was that far off the entire game. Dude, he wasn't hitting anything.
You also have to realize that the guy he's going up against defensively is one of Luka's main nightmares in life.
Right.
Like, if there was only one guy you'd pick, this is one of them. So I didn't think with having a bad wheel that Luka was going to be the Luka that everybody needed to be. But I still say that, and you saw glimpses of this in Game 1, even though I knew they weren't going to win Game 1 because they don't win Game 1s, is you saw how Gafford could take over a game. Because there was a lot of that in this game too.
Yeah.
So I think between him, Kyrie, and Lively going out there, that they can start throughout a series, beat up the Thunder enough. I could be totally wrong, guys. I could be totally wrong, but this is what I'm smaller guys. Throughout the series, good enough that they end up, by the end of this thing, looking like what Luka looks like right now, which is just not quite enough. You go play the Timberwolves, and that might be a different story because they look like they might have met basketball Jesus, and he said, yep, it's your turn.
Yeah, but the Mavs own the Timberwolves. They have the entire time the Timberwolves been in the league.
Everybody else has too, Tim. Everybody else has too, but right now the Timberwolves
Timberwolves suck.
looks like they found Michael Jordan. He's out there again.
That would be awesome.
That dude, Ant looks like Michael Jordan.
Talking about Goose,
Ant,
Anthony Edwards.
yes.
Goose.
No, it's Ant.
How was he Ant? Ant-Man?
Anthony.
No, I get it, but
Wait,
look, if the league
you
doesn't-
get it, no, shut up. If you get it, then how can you ask me how his name is Ant?
because it doesn't make sense and it's stupid, but I understand where it comes from. Look, if the league is not calling him Goose, then everyone is missing a huge opportunity.
They're not, because not everybody loves Top Gun like you.
You don't have to love it. You just have to know it exists. Like me.
The only reason
I'm gonna call
why
him Goose.
the only reason why I knew that, by the way, no, you don't, because Goose was the second character on that team.
Well, he also died.
Right. But he's playing like Michael Jordan. You wouldn't call Michael Jordan Goose.
Well, Pippen was the number one on that team.
Shut up. You're stupid. Shut up.
What are you talking about?
I
Who do you think the number one on that team was? Colby, take us to break.
Coming up next, if Tim's still here, it'll be amazing. But we have the good, bad, and ugly, and then Tim found a list about draft picks. That's all coming up on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show.
Sports fans, FanStream Sports.
All right, guys, time to talk a little bit about Turf Life. You've seen the hats on our heads. You've been or seen the video of the studio. You've seen that the decals are all over the place. Turf Life. Man, it's the brand that salutes the consumer and industry players everywhere whose lives involve turf. What does that mean? That means if you play or have a business or, maybe you're a sports educator, you're going to be on turf at some point. So you live the turf life. So go ahead and tell everybody you live the turf life by having your Turf Life window decal or, the hat or the keychain or the something. Along that lines, just go to turflifeclub.com and become a turf head. That's what it's called when you live the turf life. You're now a turf head. And you can go join the club today, snag that window decal, or snag any other special Turf Life accessory, and go over there to that website, which is turflifeclub.com, and get your stuff and show everybody that, man, I'm all about that turf life. And then you just kind of raise your coffee mug at them and go, yeah, turf life, baby. That's what it's about. And then that's the end of the commercial. Ding. That means it's done in microwave talk.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, GetStarPower.com. That's GetStarPower.com.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine, it's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, grip it and sip it. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7, day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Coming back at you now. More Fan Stream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show right here on Fan Stream Sports. It is Wednesday, my dudes. We're having nothing but fun with fart drops.
Yep.
The hot blonde chick on the two-wheeled skateboard farting in the pot.
The pot farter.
Reminiscing about our pre-splooge and the butt buds from last week still.
Well,
Still think we need contraceptive weed.
what?
Butt buds.
Okay, yeah.
Like weed pills or whatever that
So it's like,
you do that to rather than eat them.
you want fuckable weed?
I don't want to have sex with it. I just want to put it in my butt and then fill it quicker.
Mark!
That's what it sounds like coming out. How do we get here?
I don't know. But that whole sentence of what you just said needs to be a drop. And by the way, I don't think Star Power would appreciate Pot Fart Girl in the middle of their commercial.
No, they got a good sense of humor over there.
All right, then.
How drunk are you now?
Oh, Colby, I'm trying to find it. Hang on. It's like on the first page. You think I would know?
This is the segment. It's called Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And this is where I go through all the people that were born today. Find the famous people and that are famous enough to make my list. And then I offer that list to you guys, along with me and Tim, as we decide who is the good person, who is the bad person, and who is the ugly person. And starting off today, can't believe he's this young, Tim.
Okay.
I think I read this wrong
Is
because
it me?
no, 37 years old, Felix Jones. Feels like he should be older, right?
It actually does, yeah. Didn't he race the Velociraptor once?
Yes.
Like at the Perot or something?
Yeah, he raced a Velociraptor.
By the way, I had a kid that went to the Perot today for field trip.
I still to this day think that the Cowboys use that guy incredibly wrong. So
He's a bunch of people wrong, but Felix Jones for sure. Especially coming out of Arkansas.
yeah,
Then they went and got Darren McFadden, the guy that he backed up at Arkansas.
right.
Neither one of them really panned out.
It's like, well, I mean, he did get that 1,000 yards that one
He
year.
did. He did.
Ronnie Lott turned 65 years old.
Holy crap, really?
Yep. And if
Seems old.
that guy was the guy that made sure that you didn't want to go across the middle.
He wouldn't be able to make it in the league today. So they don't let you hit like that anymore.
No, he'd hit you a whole lot.
Who is better, Ronnie Lott or Eugene the Hitting Machine Lockhart?
I'm gonna go with Ronnie Lott.
I just wanted to say Hitting Machine.
I mean, if you were to say like, Night Train Lane, and I'm like,
Oh yeah,
I have to think about it longer.
That's true.
I'd probably end up still saying Ronnie
probably.
Lott.
Dude, Dick Lane was a nasty guy though.
Ricky Nelson passed away in 1985.
On New Year's Eve, I remember, like I was watching New Year's Eve, and he was in an airplane coming to Dallas. In a DC-3, and I think it crashed like somewhere over outside of Texarkana. I forgot where they were coming from, but that was big news when that plane went down that night.
The guy that's set Atlanta afire is Michael Penix Jr. turns 24 years old.
Be careful how you say and spell his last name.
Yes. Got to make sure that X is there.
By the way, Penix Jr. was my number 2 quarterback on my personal draft board.
I could see that. The injuries be the only thing that,
Right behind Jaden Daniels.
and the fact that he's 30. Well, I just said he's 24.
Can't be both.
Passed away in 2017. Don Rickles.
Colby. Dude, he might have been one of the greatest. Well, not might have been. He was one of the greatest insult comics ever.
Right.
God, he was funny, dude.
Well, he spawned so many cut downs from his lines that went on, as they grow and they get
Yep.
more,
Dude, he was ahead of his time, I think, and he was one of the funniest people I've ever watched on TV ever.
Well, it helped that his face was so damn funny.
He's just funny to look at, even when he wasn't talking.
No, you just look over there and you're like, man, are you a cartoon? I think you're a cartoon.
Dude. Okay, so are you familiar with the Texas A&M logo, the character, they have several, but they have a cartoon character that's in the core with the hat and the strap.
Yeah, it is.
Don Rickles always looked just like that character.
He did. He was the reason it looked like that.
Probably.
Somebody just copied Don Rickles.
It's Don Rickles in a core hat.
Yeah. As the Aggies do, they copied it from somebody else.
They make it better.
12th man. Damn it, Seattle.
Why'd they started it first?
Why'd you let them steal it?
Hey, they still have to pay the Aggies for that every year.
So weird. Marcel Cunningham is 34. You don't know him, but I do watch his YouTube. Is basically I do work. It's just a bunch of guys that are playing video games, but their main goal is to make each other laugh.
Oh, nice.
The whole
Okay.
thing. So, and do stupid shit. So, yeah, it's good times. If you watch one of his videos and somebody isn't yelling, Marcel, I can't, yeah, because he's done something completely idiotic.
Sounds like our show.
You're watching the wrong video. Harry S. Truman passed away in 1972.
Not one of the greater presidents, Colby,
No,
of our time.
he had a funny name.
Had a funny song.
That, and, he was on that show that one time.
What show?
The Truman Show.
All right. That's going to do it for us tonight.
Apologize to everybody.
That's news and notes, everybody.
Io Sky is 34 years old.
Who?
She's a wrestler. You might want to. No, you don't want to look her up.
It's too late. Eos?
Io. IYO.
Oh, she's Japan.
Oh,
Huh. Why would I not want to look that up, Colby?
oh, she's Japan. Yeah, she's cutie.
Oh,
She's very talented.
bet she is.
Got a lot of acrobatic skills. So,
Bet she, yeah, I'm kind of, all right. I don't hate it.
Stephen Amell is 43 years old.
Stephen Amell?
Yes. See if I can think of anything that you would remember him from. He was Casey Jones in the second Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh, I doubt I ever saw that.
Do you remember the Arrow series on the WB?
Nope.
You ever watched Heels, the wrestling show?
Nope. I'm looking at him on screen here. I've never seen him before.
Yeah, no, then yeah, I can't think of anything that you. Yeah, but everything he's in is usually really good. I mean, the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles wasn't really good, but he was Casey Jones, so that was cool.
Like Casey Jones, the old coach of the.
No, Casey Jones in the Turtles is a guy that likes to fight people with sports equipment, wear a hockey mask.
Casey Jones coached the Pistons, right?
Did he wear a hockey mask and try to hit people with a golf club?
Probably.
A baseball bat? Loves the cricket stick?
Celtics. It was the Celtics. The Celtics.
Yeah. Enrique Iglesias is 49 years old.
He'll never be Julio.
No. Close. One of the, in my book, one of the worst rappers of all time. Takeshi 6ix9ine, not a fan.
Got one of the stupidest names ever.
He also loves multiple colors and also loves snitching on
I've
his friends.
seen pictures of him, yeah.
Yeah.
How old is he?
28.
He ain't gonna make it to 30.
And finally, you know what? If you had today that finally was going to be somebody of this character and this mold, then, well, you thought more about this day than I did. 98, David Attenborough.
Wow, he's still alive?
He is still alive.
Wow. No, I never would have thought that.
No.
Think either one of us is gonna make it to?
That's not. I mean, me maybe.
You're not gonna make it to. I got a better shot than you do. Come on.
I mean, I still go see a gym every once in a while.
I pass by gyms all the time,
Right. I go inside and
multiple per day.
And I mean, my only vice is the nicotine.
All right.
Yeah. So
It's not like you eat right.
I mean, yeah, I don't do that at all.
You don't eat nearly enough Burger King. It's probably gonna do you in.
Right. On my tombstone, it says lack of Burger King.
Colby celebrating Facebook birthdays today. We have a significant here. Today, as a matter of fact, got it on the right day.
Woo!
As turning 63 today.
What up?
My buddy. We put some beer away out at that Frisco ballpark before. The owner of the Frisco Rough Riders, former Texas Rangers partner, Chuck Greenberg.
Oh, nice.
Turned 63 today. Texted him earlier, wished him happy birthday. He still lives up in Pittsburgh, but he usually texts me when he's down, and we'll go hang out at the ballpark. And we're a super cool guy. Super cool dude. Said he'd come on the show whenever we wanted to. I just never did ask.
Oh, maybe you should do that.
Probably should, huh? Celebrating a birthday, I guess on Monday when we weren't here on Monday. Wait, we were here on Monday.
Yes, we
I
were
didn't
here.
do Facebook birthdays.
No.
I missed Nick Geddes.
Oh, no.
Co-host of that JP Peterson show. One of them. We missed Kyle Yeomans.
What?
On Monday. I think I looked on Monday.
You didn't look on
I've
Monday.
been drunk.
Probably.
Yesterday, editor-in-chief of that Golf Central magazine, Shannon Streeter Coates, turned 40. I mean, I was supposed to say her birthday, probably.
Yeah, it's a bad idea by you.
Let's see. Birthdays coming up that we're going to miss until Monday. Classmate of mine, Mary Lesnick, turns 53. Happy birthday, Mary. Coach Joe's offspring, Tony Avizano.
All right.
Turns 48 coming up in a couple of days. You remember my buddy Scott, that contractor in Afghanistan that used to come see us at Barrel and Bones? His wife, Tammy, has a birthday on Friday. Happy birthday, Tammy, one of my favorite people on the planet. Childhood friend of mine used to be Bonnie Grisham. She's now Bonnie Rondeau. Happy birthday to you, Bonnie.
She married Rajon.
She married Rajon Rondo. Gross. I would disown her if she did that.
The only place he didn't work was here.
Yeah, but he really didn't work here.
No, he really didn't work here.
It's really bad. So I believe, there's all your Facebook birthdays for the next few days. I wanted to make sure we got a shout out to Chuck.
That's right.
All right, Colby. I've already got my good, my bad, my ugly.
Okay.
It was real easy. My good is Don Rickles.
Not a bad pick.
My bad was going to be Takeshi 69, but he's not relevant enough in my world.
Okay.
So I got to go with Harry Truman.
All right.
He's my bad. And my ugly, Enrique Iglesias. He's got a weird mole on his cheek, and not like the Cindy Crawford mole.
You know what? I mean, that's fine. Just never would have fired off ugly in that guy's general direction.
Well, I understand he's popular with the ladies, but the ladies aren't always right.
Well, as far as who they want to F, yeah.
I don't think he swings that way. Doesn't he prefer chicken over fish?
No, I don't think so.
I thought he did.
No.
Sang like it.
Aren't you thinking about Ricky Martin?
No, I know that too.
Okay.
I thought they were together.
In your world, Ricky Martin and Enrique Iglesias are
lovers
running along a beach somewhere together, happy as shit.
Holding hands, shirtless, with their white knit pants on, rolled up to their knees, barefoot, splashing in the water, giggling like little girls. I love you. Love you, Enrique. I love you too, Ricky.
And your volume's up on something that just didn't add to anything. All right, my good is I'm gonna go with I'm going to go with, just because of, he was a superhero in a show, I'm going to go with Stephen Amell.
Okay. I just didn't know anything about him.
My bad is, I don't really have a bad on here that just strikes.
You said you don't like that one dude.
No, but he's more the ugly.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I guess I'll go with Harry S. Truman. Just steal your bad,
Okay.
because I don't have any thoughts on the man. And the ugly
I'll take it.
is Takeshi 6ix9ine.
Takeshi 6ix9ine.
I mean, part of his look is what's got him the money that he's got, but I couldn't do it.
Mm-mm.
I couldn't wake up and go, yep, this is what I'm looking like as I walk out this door. Not happening. So there you go. There's the good, bad, and ugly for today. I didn't be fighting. And now it's time for me to hand the fart pot off to one IndyCar Tim as he feeds us into the list.
Hang on, Colby, got to squeeze one off. Colby, it is time for list. List this. You want to sing it?
And she said, list this. It never sounds like Corey when I'm not thinking about it.
It never
When
does.
when I am thinking about it and got a chance and it fires off my brain, I can sometimes get it.
It's not very often, though, is it?
No, it's not.
Colby, the list that I have found for you from ranker.com, which, of course, is voted on by the people, by the masses on the interwebs, which means they're always messed up, right?
Right.
And number one on this list is by far the most messed up number one I've seen on any list ever. I will leave it at that. But let's go back. Let's get some music here. Gotta duplicate some music.
All right.
Colby, I'm going to go back. Let's go back 25 spots.
Wow. I'm going to have some jerky.
Jealous. Number 25. Local guy, born in Tyler. I played against him in middle school and high school.
Really?
The number one overall pick out of UNLV by the Charlotte Hornets in 1991.
Ooh.
Grandmama himself, Larry Johnson.
As far as greatest overall number one pick, probably not the greatest, but man, you couldn't help because he played such dad basketball.
Yeah.
Just beating you up. No. Grandmama was great.
Number 24, and I know this guy from much, much later in his career. He was the number one overall pick for the Atlanta Hawks out of NC State in 1975. Played for the Nuggets and the Sonics / Thunder. David Thompson. I'm not sure if you're familiar with David Thompson.
No.
He's a Nugget legend, though.
No, there's no such thing. Besides Dikembe Mutombo.
He was better than Dikembe.
There's no, he wasn't.
This guy was supposed to be the next Jordan at number 23.
Harold Miner.
Out of North Carolina. I don't know how many people were said about that. Out of North Carolina, the 2010 overall draft pick out of to Washington.
Huh.
That can't be right. He's older than that, I thought. John Wall?
Yeah, that's right.
Is that right? Okay, I don't know why I was thinking it was before that. Yeah, Wall.
No, he's a Kentucky kid, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still think that he just ended up on a bad team who never got to see everything that he could do.
Oh, I said he was from North. Sorry, he was born in North Carolina. Yeah, he's out of Kentucky. Yeah, I don't know. He's 33 now, so.
Well, he's in Houston now?
Yeah. Colby, the number one overall pick in 2015 to your Minnesota Timberwolves out of Kentucky, Karl Anthony Towns.
The cat.
I like Karl Anthony Towns. Wish he'd be a Maverick.
Well, he's not, because now the Timberwolves actually has, or as they're called, the Soda, as I found out from Kevin Garnett.
Why?
Because Minnesota just got
the soda.
The soda.
That's stupid. I'm sorry, Kevin.
I like it.
No, I'm out. Colby, this guy was supposed to be a Maverick at number 21 about 7 different times.
Oh.
The number one overall pick in 2004 to the Orlando Magic out of Southwest Atlanta Christian Academy.
Once played Superman at a dunk contest.
Dwight Howard.
Yep.
I don't know how he's above any of these guys because his career has not gone where anyone thought it would.
No, but he started off on fire.
He did.
And, yeah.
Never wanted him here, though. Cuban tried so hard to get him here early on, right?
Right, when he was still on fire. Bring that guy here. A monster center.
I just got a promo from Ranker here on a list that I filled.
You should have picked instead of this one?
Well, I don't know. You tell me if you want to break down the greatest African NBA players of all time. Probably not doing that list.
No.
I don't know why that's a thing. Colby, one of the greatest players of all time ever to play in the association. From my home state of Louisiana, the number 1 overall pick in 1968
Oh, never mind.
by the San Diego Rockets before they moved to Houston.
Uh-huh.
Elvin Hayes. Elvin Hayes was a bad arse back in the day.
I'm going to have to let you tell me about Elvin Hayes.
He's on the league's 50th anniversary all-time team.
Good.
He's in the Hall of Fame. I mean, yeah, dude, he was one of the few at the time, especially more mobile big men. So think Rafe LaFrance,
No,
but before Rafe LaFrance.
I will never think Rafe LaFrance.
No?
No.
What about Lauren Meyer?
Not thinking that. Or
Remember Lauren Meyer?
Or Cherokee Park.
Cherokee Parks.
Or Eschmeyer.
Evan Eschmeyer. Colby at number 19, the number 1 overall pick in 2020 to the Minnesota Timberwolves out of Georgia. Goose himself, Anthony Edwards.
What number is this on the list?
19.
That's about to go up. On Ranker?
Yeah, I just upvoted it.
Wow.
It's got down votes too. I don't know who's down voting him. Probably anyone that hates the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Nuggets fans right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Walked in there and got that ass beat. Bad.
Colby, number 18, out of UCLA, the number 1 overall pick in 1974. This was one of my favorite when I was a super young kid before the Mavericks even existed. He was like one of my favorite basketball heroes. Number 1 overall pick to the Trailblazers in 1974, Bill Walton.
Because of the weed and mushrooms?
I didn't know anything about that when I was like 7.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know what a hippie was. My dad didn't let me know what a hippie was.
Your dad hid you from the hippies?
Yes. I don't think I figured that out until I was like 14 or 15. Stupid hippies. He is number 18, which I think is way low for him. He had a pretty stellar career. He had foot injury issues, being a big man. A lot of those guys do, but back then they couldn't really do anything about it yet.
Still, I mean, as far as playing, never really saw it. But him being on an announced team,
Oh yeah,
I'm in.
yeah. He'll say whatever he thinks.
Because he's not thinking much.
No, he's probably doing the, what do we call it? The butt buds.
You think he's suppository in weed?
He's doing something with it. I don't know.
Can't talk about it right now, Al. I've got weed in my butt.
Colby may be one of the bigger disappointments on the list. Never was a big fan of this guy. I liked him in college, not so much the NBA. Out of Michigan, the 1993 overall number 1 pick to the Golden State Warriors, C-Webb.
How can you not? I mean, he had a good career.
He's always, I don't know, he always played against teams the Mavericks were playing in the playoffs, and I hate him.
Well, yeah. That little time with him
Scrotumento.
and Jason Williams on the same team, that was cool.
That was a cool team. I liked Jason Williams a lot. White chocolate.
Yep.
I kind of stole that nickname at one point. Another sort of disappointing guy who never lived up to his potential, Colby, out of China. The 2002 number 1 overall pick to the Houston Rockets, Yao Ming.
What do you mean never lived up to his potential?
He'd have been a better player if he didn't play in Houston. His
He
career got
lived up
lost.
to his potential. The problem was he was so huge and his head was so big that his joints couldn't take
He
it.
kept hitting his head on the rim.
Can you imagine trying to find that guy a hat?
No. Mm-mm.
I mean, the big and tall store or hat store is not going to do it.
He had to go to the big and tall section at the big and tall store.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdo.
I mean, it's the size of 3 heads put on one pair of shoulders.
Colby, he was supposed to be the next Michael Jordan.
Uh-oh, again?
Out of Memphis. The number 1 overall pick in 2008 to the Chicago Bulls.
Oh!
Derrick Rose.
The only reason why Derrick Rose isn't more of an icon to everybody was just because of how hard he played.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Body flopping all over the place and sending himself straight into the floor.
Yeah.
Dude was amazing with amazing skills and no.
He was always hurt though.
Yeah, because of at how fast you can't go that fast.
And not get hurt.
Yeah.
Colby at number 14.
That's the reason why they call it reckless abandon.
The abandonment. The number 1 overall pick in 2011 by the Cleveland Cavaliers out of Duke. Current Maverick great Kyrie Irving. Did you know he was born in Melbourne, Australia? Good day, mate.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Not even American. What's he doing over here?
Playing basketball. Doing it
Just
really,
don't play it in
really,
Australia,
really
then.
well.
He's out. I'm out on Kyrie Irving.
There's still the debate in my head, and I guess it's going on with everybody else that are NBA fans, is if you had Kyrie versus AI as far as handles and being able to get a shot off, who do you think is higher than the other one? I think it's AI, but Kyrie is right there.
Oh, wow. See, I think you're higher on AI than most people. You're definitely higher on him than I am.
With those skills? Are you
I
kidding
get it.
me?
He was skilled. I just don't think he did a lot with it. He could have done more.
He took weak-ass teams to the finals.
That was in spite of him.
I know that was all because of him.
He was fun to watch. I enjoyed watching him play. Colby at number 13. Out of Kentucky. The number 1 overall pick in 2012 to the New Orleans Hornets. Give it up for the eyebrow himself.
Yep.
Anthony Davis.
I don't know why he's higher than Yao Ming. They're about the same people.
Yeah, right. Probably worse.
Really good at what they do. Hurt.
At number 12, out of North Carolina. Sorry to fix something here.
Okay.
Out of North Carolina, the number 1 overall pick in 1982. And man, I thought this dude was going to be a Maverick for sure. I was already getting my white t-shirts out of my drawer and writing his number on the back of it and the word Mavericks on the front of them. Because I really thought James Worthy was going to be a Maverick. That's all everybody talked about that offseason.
Yeah. I wasn't there with you. It was
But instead, the Mavericks, with the 4th overall pick, took Bill Garnett.
Not the right Garnett.
Remember him? Nope, me neither.
Mm-hmm.
Out of Wyoming.
Never pick a basketball player from Wyoming. Bad.
Man, I always thought him and Karl Malone both, man, I was sure they were going to be Mavericks. Never happened. Number 11, another guy in the Hall of Fame. The number 1 overall pick out of Seattle University at the time. To the Minneapolis Lakers in 1958, Elgin Baylor.
Not a bad pick. Not a bad.
No, I think he's probably about right too at number 11.
Yep.
Probably should be above this guy. At number 10, we're in the top 10 now, Colby. The reason the NBA draft lottery exists.
Pat.
1985, number 1 overall pick out of Georgetown to the New York Knickerbockers, Patrick Ewing. It's the reason we have a freaking draft lottery now.
Think I will go ahead and put it out there that I think Patrick Ewing above Elgin's probably okay with me.
I mean, I would be okay with that because can you imagine what his career would have been like if Hakeem Olajuwon didn't exist?
Pat or Michael Jordan?
Well, yeah, for sure. Number 9, the number 1 overall pick in 1987 out of Navy. David Robinson also.
The Admiral.
Dude, he was so good.
He was.
I don't think I appreciated him at the time. I mean, and I appreciated basketball. I just didn't watch a lot of Spurs, right? And I hated the Spurs. But he might be like on my top 7 all-time favorite players.
I'm not going to go that far, but he wasn't. He was on the Spurs, but there for a little bit, he was part of the hateable Spurs.
Yeah,
but he also
towards the end,
yeah. He also was part of the not as hateable Spurs. So,
Colby at number 8. Get ready for your basketball pants to go crazy.
All right.
The number 1 overall pick in 1996 to the Philadelphia 76ers out of Georgetown. Bring me the head of Allen Iverson.
It's way too low. You should be higher.
Oh, I don't think so, man.
Should
Not
be
when you
higher.
hear who's ahead of him. Maybe except for one guy who's number 1 on this list.
All right.
Colby at number 7 out of Cincinnati. The number 1 overall selection in 1960
Yeah, put AI above this guy.
to the Cincinnati Royals.
Uh-huh.
Colby, it's Oscar Robertson. He's a 12-time All-Star, 11-time member of the All-NBA team,
Yeah,
and he's got 78 rings.
yeah.
No, AI is not better than Oscar Robertson.
Just the 60s. He's had his time. Let somebody else be in the sun.
How about at number 6, the number 1 overall pick in 1984 out of Houston to the Houston Rockets, Hakeem Olajuwon, the Dream.
Huh.
What do you mean, huh?
I mean, yeah. All right.
I think it's kind of low for him, or high, whichever way you want to say it. Like he should be higher than this or lower than this.
It's more respect for where they put AI now. So,
Number 5, the number 1 overall draft pick in 1997 out of Wake Forest. He was supposed to be a Celtic. Ask Rick Pitino. Tim Duncan.
the greatest at that position.
God, I hate Tim Duncan.
Yeah, but still.
Still hate Tim Duncan. He grew his hair out and has like big, long, thick dreads now.
Yep.
As an old man.
Because Tim doesn't care.
You know, he's only 48 now.
He still doesn't care.
Could probably still play, too.
Yep. Still doesn't care.
Colby, number 4. I always wanted this guy to be a Maverick. Out of LSU. The number 1 overall pick in 1992 to the Orlando Magic.
Damn.
Shaquille O'Neal, who, by the way, is younger than me.
Yes. And is a bad
That's
man to this day.
Dude, I love he's probably in my top 5 all-time favorite
you know
athletes.
Shaq's IQ's like around 150.
Yeah. Dude, he's highly intelligent.
Dude.
I love Shaq. I love everything
You can't
Shaq
have
does.
that much skill, be that huge, and also be smarter than everybody else in the room. I mean, where's his Megan Fox toe thumb? What's wrong with him? Right? There's got to be something
No,
wrong
we know
with
what was wrong with him. He couldn't make free throws.
That was his Achilles heel.
That's his kryptonite, was the free throw.
Greatest center to ever play the game, in my mind.
Third greatest center.
No, greatest.
Man, I always wanted him to be a Maverick so bad.
I kind of
'cause
always wanted him and Allen Iverson to be on the same team.
I like him a lot. Colby, number 3. Out of Michigan State. Your number 1 overall pick to the Los Angeles Lakers in 1979. Give it up for Magic Johnson.
Yep.
At number 3.
That leaves only 2-1, Tim.
2-1. I will tell you 2 surprises me
Really?
that he's this high,
Must be a new guy.
that he's at number 2. Out of UCLA, went first overall to the Milwaukee Bucks in 1968.
Not a new guy.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That is really high for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I don't think I'd put him above Magic.
Oh. I mean, he did it longer, but... And I get his impact on the game for sure.
Oh, yeah, no.
But, dude, I don't put him ahead of Magic. I don't put him ahead of Shaq. I don't put him ahead of Duncan. I don't put him ahead of any of those guys.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm a huge Kareem fan.
Yeah,
I just don't do that.
He did pilot the plane and airplane.
That's right. He's a good co-pilot.
Yeah, so.
Roger.
Mm-hmm. Striker. He hits that lady in the face.
Colby at number 1. Out of St. Vincent St. Mary High School, the 2003 number 1 overall pick to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
LeBron James. This is a travesty
It's not.
that he's number 1 ahead of any of those guys in the top 5.
Greatest number 1 pick of all time.
Says the fans who are always wrong.
No, I mean, he's literally up for in the debate of greatest basketball player of all time.
Meh.
He's in the debate. And he was a number 1 pick.
I would put him in the number 1 of who ruined the NBA for everybody else.
No. Who ruined the NBA for one little crybaby Tim?
No, he's the crybaby.
No, you are.
Can't stand him.
Uh-huh. I mean,
He had such potential.
and he's lived to most of it.
Nope, I just can't.
I mean, he's what, 53 and still dunking a basketball?
Well, it's because he's 7'4"
And built like a tight end.
Just an idiot. Built like an idiot's what he is.
So,
I can't anymore.
I mean, yes, if you give that draft over every single year, and it's like you could draft LeBron, and he'll be like he is coming out of high school. He'll be that LeBron. And every year you can be like, you can have whatever players there, or you can have LeBron.
Yeah,
Most years you're gonna be like, I'll take LeBron.
So yeah, like since 2003 when he was the number 1 overall pick, how many years since then could he have been the number 1 overall pick? Like up until today, right?
Pretty much.
Even at what is he, 39 or whatever he is?
Yeah, 68.
He could still be the number 1 pick. Stupid. God, I hate him so much.
So there you are. So hey, we've got to take a break because Tim's got to play more pot fart drops over the commercials. But coming up next, we got a little breakfast ramen talk and then something about golf and then news and notes. That's all coming up on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show.
Sports fans, Fanstream Sports.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the perfect temperature, and ensure your home is secure, all from the palm of your hand. Star Power has the experts that will transform your house into a secure, smart home. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Get started at GetStarPower.com. Star Power, where innovation meets home.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine, it's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. What is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com. Hey listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Coming back at you.
More Fan Stream Sports. Welcome back to the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show right here on Fan Stream Sports. I'm IndyCar Tim. That over there, as he slurps, is the one and only Colby Whiskey Sapp, also known as Tilleman. We are wrapping things up here on a Wednesday. Don't forget, we're back on Monday with another Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show. 7 o'clock Central at fanstreamsports.com. All those great FanStream Sports places. Download the app for Android or iPhone, iOS, I think it's called.
Yeah, more and more people are downloading that damn app and checking us out on it.
Yeah, we had a butt ton of people listen to us on Monday on the app, and that's great.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, if you're listening on the app and you want to interact with us, you can still do so on the studio text line, 214-937-0569.
That's why it's there.
Yeah, just for you guys that are listening. Or if you're listening to the recorded podcast, you can comment in on what you're listening to and what kind of idiots we are. Colby, we do real quick before we get to our next segment, some comments that we missed.
Oh, dear.
Ron always chimes in. Something with us. Oh, yeah, we were talking about the Mavs and the Stars in our sports report segment. He went to bed with the Stars up 3-0, and he woke up when they lost.
Yeah.
And I was making fun of Ronnie Lott, saying who's better, Ronnie or Eugene Lockhart, former Cowboys middle linebacker. Of course, Ronnie all day.
Mm-hmm.
And then Parzival on YouTube said, "Cheers from Germany."
What's up, Parzival?
We got Germans listening to. I hope you didn't hear my Hitler thing.
How's it going?
At least I hope not. Yeah, everybody, appreciate everybody tuning in. We've got a bukus of listeners and viewers that have popped in here the last couple of weeks. We appreciate you guys very much.
Guessing that was a Ready Player One fan, Parzival.
Oh, that is what that's from, isn't it? That's right. I knew I recognized that from somewhere. But yeah, we appreciate. We'd love to hear from all the new listeners too. You can find us if you're watching the video. Our Twitter or X handles are right there on the screen. I am at IndyCar Tim. He's at Colby Sapp with 2 P's. You can find us on Facebook wherever you want. We're on Instagram. The show's on Instagram as well.
Yep.
All the other places that are out there. We appreciate you guys very much tuning in. We would love to make you part of the show. But Colby, this is kind of the second sports report.
Oh, dear.
It's a sports and food report.
All right.
Because I have discovered a new form of golf.
What?
Which I don't know if you could have a new form of golf.
I mean,
like, this is news to me. Because you got regular golf and you got putt-putt.
Well, then you also have wiffle golf.
And wiffle golf.
Yes.
Wiffle golf is fun.
Yes, it is.
So this is sort of a hybrid of all of those things.
Really?
And I'm intrigued, man. It's considered to be mini golf on steroids. It's called park golf. It started in Japan in the 80s. All right. And I've got some pictures here. I'm going to put up on the screen of it. So it's basically, it's not a full course, but it's like a mini golf course, right? But longer. So like putt-putt, but the holes are longer.
Okay.
And you're not on like carpet. You're still playing outside on grass. All right.
But you just got a putter in your hand.
It's not a putter. You play with one club. And it is a hybrid club kind of a cross between a driver and a putter.
Okay.
You don't play with a golf ball. You play with a plastic ball that is the size of a billiards ball.
What?
And it's like I watched some videos today on it, and it freaking looked awesome. I'm gonna throw some pictures up here. If I can find them. Here we go. So here's a dude teeing off on one of the courses. They just built the second course ever in America. Here's a picture of the ball in the club, and that's their little tee they use. But it looks like a cue ball, right? But these are plastic. And see the club?
Yes.
That's the one club that you get to use during the whole thing. And if you can look at the first picture again, you can see like it's not, that's the little fairway. It's not groomed very much, right? And you don't really have greens, but the pin is in that same kind of grass right there. And of course the cup is bigger because the ball's bigger.
Well, yeah.
But the way it's described, so the newest one just opened up in Western New York, and they are sold out like 6 weeks out with tee times.
I mean, you don't have to worry about what club you're going to hit with.
No, and I guess that and you don't want to hit the ball in the air. Like you want to keep it on the ground. That's where there's no loft to the club. Because I guess you can control the ball better on the ground.
Well, yeah, because if the wind gets a hold of the plastic ball in the air,
Yeah.
it's not, telling where it's going to go.
So it's not as aggravating as traditional golf, but it's more challenging than putt-putt is what people say about it.
Huh.
Started in Japan in the mid-1980s, moved here to America in 2013. Brought over here by a professional wrestler, the Destroyer. You ever heard of him?
I mean, there's been a few people.
Has there?
by
Okay,
that
well,
name.
so he started the first one in 2013 in Akron, New York, and he called it Destroyer Park. It's the name of the course. But yeah, so apparently, okay, he was an old time, like not anything current, but like back in the 60s.
Oh, okay. The first Destroyer.
Dick
then.
Bayer
All right. Yeah.
was the guy, and now his son runs things. But yeah, so it's kind of like a mallet, and each course is just 9 holes, but you can play it twice. And you play in all weather. Like, it doesn't matter if it's raining or what, you play. And apparently the ball, even though it's made out of plastic, it's relatively heavy. It's a heavy, solid plastic because you want it to go through that grass,
So this is kind of close to what me and my buddies used to play, which was the wiffle golf.
Okay.
So what we would do is you get, it'd be almost the same situation. You'd have a couple of clubs and a putter.
Right.
And you never use the putter. Because what it was we had all this apartment complex that we lived at had a bunch of these small little bushes that were just out singular by themselves.
Yeah.
And they'd have the dirt running into it that would funnel down to the base of the bush. So each one of those would be a hole. And we would tee off with the little plastic golf balls.
Right.
And this is a par 4, this is a par 3.
Right.
Whatever, and you'd play the holes. And we'd have so much fun because we'd be so drunk and didn't have to pay a dime for it. It was
That's
great.
the best. Free stuff when you're drunk is the best.
It's so good. People were making us sandwiches because we were that drunk. They were handing us food. You look like you need to eat.
That's insane. Colby, in food news, the CEO of McDonald's, Ian Borden, has revealed to Fox Business that the chain will soon feature a larger, more satisfying burger.
Then, like the double quarter pounder.
So what I'm looking at kind of looks like that, but they've already had that. So I don't know what the difference would be. So they're calling it the Mick, the Big Mick.
Oh dear. Did they take my idea? Wait, before you announce it, this is what I do.
Okay.
When it's time for that McDonald's cheap meal. Like sometimes it's just, I want that.
Right.
I'll go to McDonald's and I'll order the double quarter pounder.
Okay.
But I'll tell them, dress it like a Big Mac. And they
Okay.
will.
Yeah.
So you get the extra bun, right? The extra in between Big Mac sauce, the lettuce, the onions, the pickles, all that stuff, right? And then, but it's the double quarter pounder Big Mac, and it is so good.
See, the quarter pounder is the one burger at McDonald's that I don't like.
Okay.
I don't like the beef. I don't know why.
Because too much beef?
No, I don't think it's the beef to bun ratio or anything, because the regular quarter, like a double, would be too much for, like, I wouldn't like that. But just the regular one, I just don't like the flavor of the beef for some reason. Like, it tastes different to me. And my son, Zach, always gets the double quarter pounder, right? Like I'm like, geez, dude. But so my favorite burger there is the Big Mac. That's what I will order every time. My freaking 13-year-old can eat 2 Big Macs.
Right.
Like, you idiot. Do you want to look like this when you get older? Because right now he's still skin and bones.
Well, people that don't know, I think the Big Mac only rings in at around 450 calories.
Right.
If you just eat that.
So, Colby, here's a picture of the new Big Mac, which looks to me like a double Big Mac.
Okay, so it's almost the same idea, except they went with the actual Big Mac patties, not the.
So yours would be like that, but you would have
it's just a single
one
patty.
quarter pounder patty, which is basically what that is on 2.
Yes.
But see, I like the flavors of those better than the meat of the quarter pounder.
I mean, I'll try that, but if it's more than the double quarter pounder, I'm not trying it.
I'll just get a double quarter pounder.
I'll just get the double quarter pounder and tell them dress it like a Big Mac. That is.
You can do that, yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
But the Big Mac coming soon. I did not see a release date, but dude, I'm ordering one of those. The worst part about eating a Big Mac is trying to keep it all together.
Yeah,
while you eat it, because it's so slimy, right? With all the sauce and everything on it, you take a bite out of it, all the stuff in the middle squeezes out the back, and you kind of hold it, push it all back together. And
you should broadus that burger.
What does he do? He probably does what I do.
No, he eats the whole damn thing in like almost a whole bite.
Okay, well, I don't do that.
I have watched that happen because there was we got into a Big Mac eating competition, and Broadus thought that I could challenge him in that, and I was like, I mean, I'm fast eater, but I'm not like competition fast eater.
Right.
Broadus was just like done, and then looking at me.
Jeez, I bet he could do that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently, McDonald's very recently, in the last couple of years, has lost a huge market share to Burger King and Domino's, weirdly enough.
I would imagine, well, Domino's because everybody's staying home.
And they have all the sandwiches and stuff on their menu now.
Yes. Burger King, because you can actually get the like a Big Mac burger. You can get a like a anybody's burger at Burger King.
Yeah, they'll make you whatever you want.
They have it. So.
That's insane to me, though. And then, Colby, also in food news, is I came across something I've never heard of before, but you say is apparently quite common.
Yeah.
And it's called breakfast ramen. Bacon, egg, and cheese. But see, this is new.
I mean, it's
Food and Wine magazine say this is new.
As far as the cheese is concerned, I've never done that before. I've made breakfast ramen before.
Okay.
I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, putting a fried egg on top of your ramen's not that big of a deal. And then you're like, oh, hey.
Oh, see, no, I wouldn't. I'd have to make it scrambled.
Oh, no, you want it sunny side up so the yolk just kind of runs all over your noodle.
Oh, that reminds. I have something to get to after that we talk about this. I totally forgot about. I was going to share with you. No, I get that. Like, I like runny
and it coats the noodle.
Fried eggs, but I don't want to. I can't do that. I'm not doing that with noodles.
What do you mean? It's got the same texture as the white part of the fried egg.
No, I couldn't.
It just makes it all better.
I like to put it on top of a piece of lightly toasted bread, and I'll cut it all up, mix it all together, and I'll eat it that way. I don't think I could do it on noodles.
The only way, and by the way, when I make ramen, like I'm making ramen like it's, the cheap whatever out of the package ramen, to make this breakfast ramen with, it doesn't have any soupy in the bowl. Like, I don't make ramen like you would traditionally have ramen from a restaurant. See,
I didn't even know that was a thing. You educated me.
Yeah, there's actually a Ramen Joy restaurant down the street from my house that I'm not sure actually is a restaurant. I think it's a place where you go to buy illegal things because nobody's ever there, but they stayed open this whole time. So, but anyway, so yeah, ramen, like an actual ramen restaurant, is amazing. Like, the broth is really good usually if you go to the right place,
right?
And it's kind of like your pho place, but it's ramen, so it's not Vietnamese. It's It's Japanese.
Yeah.
It's Chinese. Whatever. I mean, good God.
Asian. You can probably just go with Asian.
My brain just locked out on what ramen is actually from. So I think it's, I'm going to leave that alone.
All right, Tim.
But ramen's amazing.
Offending everyone.
Yeah, offending everybody. Ramen's amazing. You get there, and it's got like stuff with it.
Yeah.
Like the actual soft-boiled egg on the side with other. Dude, that's amazing. But if you're making ramen out of the package at the house, boil your noodles for a little bit. Don't boil them to death.
Mm-hmm. Don't overcook them.
Boil them till they just start to break apart, and then dump the water. Once you do that, then you take your little package, you throw that on there with just a little bit of butter.
On the noodles, dry?
On the noodle. The butter will melt with it and add the flavor to it.
All right.
Then what I usually like to do is get a little cilantro, a little bit of onion, and then you take that fried egg and you put it on top. Perfect ramen.
Oh, I'm out.
Noodles, chopsticks, let's go.
I don't understand how people can eat noodles with chopsticks. How does that even work?
Sliced serranos on it. Let's go.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, Lauren used to make her own ramen at home, like with just, she'd, I guess, buy whatever the noodles are.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Italian pasta that's made out of something else.
It's a rice noodle.
Yeah. But she'd cook it in the big pot, big stock pot, and she'd throw all the crap in there, ginger, vegetables,
right,
whatever, chicken, throw it all in there, and that's what she would eat on for a couple of days, and, you know, squash and zucchini, like everything. And then she'd crack an egg on it when she was, whenever she served it to herself. And I was just like, I need a divorce so bad.
No, it's really, really, really good. And breakfast ramen, not a bad. I'm not sure. I've seen plenty of people that do the cheese route with their ramen noodles. I've seen this before. I've heard of people doing it. It's something that I don't think about when I think about that particular dish.
I just don't think of ramen as being anything other than dried noodles in a package that you boil on the stove.
I'm going to take you to a good pho place.
Don't talk to me like that, sir. Show me some respect.
I am. I'm going to take you to one.
What, is there such a thing?
Oh, yeah. There's a couple by my house.
So there was a place, but it used to be by our house that was called Pho. And Lauren and I went one time, and I mean, I guess I did get pho because that's what they serve, right? I still don't know why it's not called pho. I kept calling it pho, and I think I was pissing them off.
Yeah.
But I'm like, look, this is America. I'm going to pronounce it American. But I got like some beef thing, and Lauren picked out something for me that she knew I would like, right? I mean, and it was good. It just wasn't something that, like, man, I got to seek that out. I got to go find that again. It just was like I ate it because I was.
There is, at most places that are like this, there is the option. You can go with their regular pho, and you can go in there and you can order it, and it's, beef, chicken, seafood, whatever, right? But usually you can find second or third page in their menu, because they usually have multiple pages for this thing. There is just their noodle soups, and they have a either a seafood noodle soup and, or if you like it, a beef noodle soup.
Right.
And the broth out of those, I could take a bath in.
That'd be weird.
I could take a bath in with a straw and be happy.
Oh.
I mean, it's epic broth, especially the place over by the house. It's just the noodle soup. You get the regular rice noodle soup.
Yeah.
Golden.
So this is the breakfast ramen here that they were describing in Food and Wine magazine.
Is there any soup to that?
No, I guess not. There's no broth. So how do you flavor it? What you did?
With the egg and stuff, man. Good.
So I'm a big fan of the fried egg. That's kind of my go-to when I'm in a hurry in the morning, right? I do what I just told you. I'll fry an egg in the pan, and I'll throw it on top of a piece of toast, cut it and let it bleed all over it. And sometimes I'll eat two of those, right? If I have time.
Right.
But when I fry an egg, I put a little butter in the pan, crack the egg, put it in there, let it cook for a little bit. I like to flip it.
Okay.
Just for a very short time to sort of cook it on the other side, on the sunny side upside, and then I'll flip it back to finish it and then serve it. But I try to make sure that it's not so overcooked that it's not, hard.
Right. What?
So I hate when it gets hard. but I saw something on TikTok. So Iron Chef from the Food Network, Michael Simon,
Yes.
big fan of his. And he showed us on one of his videos the way that he has grown up eating fried eggs. And it's deep fried.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen this?
Yes.
So I tried this the other day. I put it like, I don't know, 2 inches of oil in the pan.
Mm-hmm.
You crack the egg like into a little a cup. You don't want to just drop it out of the shell. You want to be able to sort of drop it in, right? And so the first time I did it, I had the oil too hot.
Yeah, and you got the splatter.
And I got a little bit of splatter, but it just cooked it too fast. It was still good. I got it. But so I did it again. I let the oil cool down. Tried it again. I had the oil just right, man. You drop the egg in there out of the little dish, and you can see the edges start to crisp and then curl up as you can see the yolk cooking. And then instead of flipping it or anything, you just like baste it like you do a steak with the oil. You get a spoon and you just sort of throw it on top a little bit.
Yeah.
And I got to where I thought it looked like, okay, it's kind of as long as he said to do it for. Get your little spatula thing out, drain all the oil, I put it on a piece of toast like the way. Holy crap, dude.
Crunchy and everything.
Yes, it was all crunchy around the sides, which I love that crunch. I may never cook an egg another way.
That done that before. Done that quite a few times especially when putting that on a burger.
Yeah. I don't put eggs on my burgers, but that would be good.
And the main reason for it is making the breakfast burger. Oh my goodness. So you already had the crunchy bacon. I was like, also I'm going to make the egg a little crunchy. It's still with the soft middle, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was really good. Instead of flipping it, by the way, just put your lid on it. Let the top of it steam.
Like when I cook it in the pan?
Yeah.
So I've done that before too. I don't like the way it looks when it's sunny side up. I don't need the yolk staring at me. I like it to be a little bit.
That'll solve it for you because when you let it steam, the white casts over the top of the egg.
All right, I'll try that. I want to say I've done that before. But it was really good. I didn't know. I'd never heard of that before, but man, Michael Simon hadn't steered me wrong yet. So
just Burgers, Brew, and Q.
Dude, yeah, that's a great show where it was when it was on. All right, you ready?
I am. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Dee. Thank you for making us sound good. News and Notes is where I search the World Wide Web for the weird.
Internets.
And by God, I found it. Let's go to Florida where, yep, that happens. We're going to Cape Coral. His name is Brett Dahl. He also has plenty of face tattoos and a mohawk, so there was no signs of anything going wrong at all. He went over to his ex-girlfriend's house. That's never a good idea.
Oh, God.
And he broke into her home and started trying to attack his ex-girlfriend. She wasn't having none of it, so she ended up getting out of there, so he was still in the house. He got upset and took her beta fish tank, and smashed it on the ground. Picked up all the beta fish in his hands and went and flushed them down the toilet.
Sounds like something I would do.
He's in jail now.
Well, yeah. That's murder. That's fish murder.
How would you like to be explaining to your cellie, why are you in jail? I flushed some fish down the toilet. I mean, that's not the only reason why he's in jail, but isn't that the softest reason to be in jail?
Flushed a fish.
The other guy's got to be like, holy crap, what?
Yeah, I would be like, you're going to have to explain a little more.
Especially because he has face tattoos, and one of them is to make the Joker smile like this on his. By the way, don't do that.
Well, face tattoos in general are a bad idea.
Right. Unless you're Post Malone, don't do it.
Still a bad idea.
I think that's helped his career.
Dude, do you know? Not to get off topic here and hijack your segment.
Uh-huh.
So everybody knows I'm on some of the dating sites, right?
Right.
Colby, I come across an astounding number of girls with face tattoos.
Are they hot?
Some of them.
Well, then there you go.
No. That is an immediate swipe left.
Why?
Face tattoos.
But she was probably down for anything.
So the first time, first pick, I'm like, okay, that's a filter. And then I keep swiping. I'm like, oh, no, there she is with her kid. That's not a filter because it ain't on the kid.
If they've got face tattoos, they're probably down to do just about anything.
Well, most girls are down to do just about anything with me. I got news for you.
No, they're not. I've got news for
They
you.
don't need a tattoo for that.
So let's go to Houston, where there was a lawyer that was actually shot and killed. And it wasn't because of like a divorce attorney that, ended up at the wrong side of an angry man, or wasn't anybody in the courtroom, or wasn't anybody that didn't like, his attorney in.
Right.
He was at a McDonald's.
Is that a verb?
No.
Attorney?
He was at a McDonald's, and a customer in front of him didn't like the food they got. And they were upset at the person behind the counter to the point they were yelling and screaming, to where this guy steps in and tries to help out and just, calm the person down.
Oh.
As he was outside, that person shot him.
The aggressor?
The aggressor.
Why you don't get involved, Colby.
That's one of the things, but man, if you were in that line of work, the last place you think's anything's gonna go wrong is the last place you think anything's gonna go wrong is at McDonald's.
Oh.
Waiting for your food. That's just
Yeah.
wrong. I don't want to give out the guy's name, but I saw that and I was like, what? Good nut. Go from there back to Florida, where a Florida man was taken to jail after he carved his name into a car.
Gonna say something else.
Enderlin Leonce. He carved into the car. The name is Enderlin Leonce. That whole sentence.
He typed the name is, or
Yes.
typed, he scratched.
He scratched with his metal tool.
Whoa. Hey now.
Somebody saw him scratch that in there. So not only do they know what his name is, they now know what he looks like. Here's the even stupider part of it. The car that he scratched "My name is Enderlin Leonce" into was a deputy's police patrol car.
Oh my God, I was just about to ask you, please say it wasn't a police car.
The reason why he did was, obviously, he wanted to go to jail.
Who doesn't?
The cops show up at, you guessed it, Enderlin Leonce's house.
What evidence do you have it was me?
Knock on the door. He opens it, holding the metal tool that he used to etch his name into the patrol car, and said, "Yep, did it. It was me. Take me to jail." What? I mean, this is news and notes. Usually we have stories that at some point we can explain. I can't.
Except the guy that died because he ate paint.
Yeah.
Thought it was yogurt.
So he said, though, he was revolting against the man.
The man.
By putting that up there.
Mm.
I mean, there's not many people named Enderlin Leonce, so I don't think he had to.
Probably pretty easy to find.
Yeah. I mean, you go look at the L's in the phone book, and probably not many. Let's go to Ontario.
Canada.
Yeah. Why we're going is because Brian Lush, he's 51, the subject of a 2-week search by the police up there. He was last seen next to his big rig truck, but then nobody could find him.
Uh-oh.
So 2 weeks they searched for him. They found him. After searching for 2 weeks, they found him in the back of his truck. He had passed. Let me go back to the keys of this sentence.
Oh, no.
They were looking for Brian Lush. He was reported to be last seen next to his big rig truck at his home. They then searched for 2 weeks, and they found him 2 weeks later in his truck next to his... Who didn't search the truck? Who didn't for the first instance that you're on the job looking for this man?
Seems like that's an oversight.
Last seen here. Probably should search there.
Huh.
2 weeks. So his family and everybody's like, well, I mean, they're just treading on hope for 2 weeks.
And he's right there.
He's right there. So these guys probably, I hope the front of the guy that's in charge of this missing persons, I hope the front of his name doesn't say detective.
It says the detective.
Yeah, the detective, not detective. Because, nope. How many tabs do you normally keep open on your computer, Tim?
So when I'm working during the day and I'm writing, I use tabs, for reference material and stuff. I might have 4 to 5 at any given time. And as soon as I'm done working, I have to close them out because it drives me crazy to have open tabs.
Right. So Hazel, she's a Firefox power user.
Oh, I didn't know that was a title.
I didn't know that was a title either. She, on her Mac, currently right now, for over 2 years, has 7,500 tabs open.
Why would you do that?
Because she says it makes it a trip down memory lane. Trip down memory lane, Tim.
I have pictures for that. And my phone tells me when I have memories, it'll literally say, remember this?
She has screenshots showing the 2,470 tabs opened earlier this week. She's opened 30 more since.
How can a computer operate with that many tabs open? I didn't think that could happen.
Hazel is able to bring the tabs back to life via a Firefox profile cache. However, and tells PC Mag that reloading the full session took no more than a minute. She says, I feel like part of me is restored every time I open something.
I feel like a part of her is nuts.
I can't even imagine.
And she has no life.
I can't. I mean, there's times where I look at my phone and I've got multiple alerts that have come through, and I've immediately got to erase them. I can't imagine the digit fidget that I would go through if I was looking at my computer screen and I couldn't even tell how many tabs I had open because they were so small in order for me to see 7,000 of them, Tim.
If I get 5, I'd start getting anxious.
I've opened up a few before, 10 to 12, back in the day, looking up news and notes on a computer.
Yeah.
And because I'm keeping those open, because at some point I'm going to hit print at the radio station because I'm going to print the internet. End up running through stacks of paper to get out 10 stories because I also accidentally printed the comment section and all the ads that are below it.
It's the worst.
So I didn't copy and paste.
I did that one time, but I accidentally, when you could fax from your computer, when that was a thing in the 90s,
right?
I accidentally faxed some guy. I meant to just send the document that was on the page, but apparently I faxed the page.
Oh, dear.
And everything associated to the page ended up being 700 pages on his fax machine. And it was, of course, at night when no one was there to stop it.
Oh, dear.
So he calls me the next morning. He's like, you owe me 7 reams of paper. I'm like, what?
Damn it.
I never faxed again.
That's the facts.
Just the facts, ma'am.
And that's news and notes, everybody.
Holy moly, Colby. I'm going to start Whoops, I just ended the an idiot.
You just in the stream?
No, I'd stopped the recording on the board. Instead of hitting the stupid turn the music off button. Jesus Christ. So yeah, I mean that's just fax your whole computer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Good
Fax
thing we don't have fax machines anymore. That's gonna do it for the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show. I'm IndyCar Tim. That is Colby Sapp. We will be back on Wednesday, as I mentioned, with another Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show. We can't promise it'll be as entertaining, but I can promise it'll be not as entertaining.
Can promise that we'll do it again.
But we will do it again. Until then, boys and girls, we'll see you.